Welcome back, everybody, and what we came to talk about here in today's video is NVDA. I'm going to be giving you a realistic price target for the end of the month. Also, we're going to take a brief look at NIO, ladies and gentlemen. For those that is concerned about where is NIO headed, well, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is in a consolidation state, and I'm going to give you the range of trade that you should be looking out for. And last but not least, PLTR. Now, as you all know, this thing has been on an ultimate tear, and we just recently raised our price target. With that being said, I'm going to give you a realistic price target for PLTR for the end of the year. So with that being said, let's get to it. And first stock we're going to talk about, and that is NIO, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a current NIO shareholder, let me know in the comment section below. Now, with that being said, if you're currently thinking about buying NIO and you're looking into it, I would hold off on that for a second. Now, I do feel as though that this consolidation state that we're currently in is going to last for about 2 weeks, maybe even more, sticking in between the range of that $6.08. No, sorry about that. $6.35. Sorry about $6.45 to that low of that $5.97. I do think we're going to stay in between that range here for the remainder of this week and the beginning of next week for sure. With that also being said, NIO looks as though that this thing is in a turnaround for sure on the financials with the EPS. Not only that, we're seeing the revenue starting to pick up as well. So that is also a great sign. But far as my end of the month price prediction for NIO, I'm going to give you guys that just in a second. But for all you PLTR shareholders that is currently happy about what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen, just know that we're going to see a retracement here pretty soon. With that being said, if you're currently thinking about buying PLTR, I would wait until that thing actually shows its retracement. I do feel as though that retracement is going to be below those $38 levels, bouncing somewhere around that mid-Bollinger Band here. With that taking place, I will also be loading up a few shares as well. Far as PLTR end of the year price prediction, though, it is higher than you may think. Now, before I give you that one, though, far as NVIDIA go, because I know a lot of people have been concerned about NVIDIA is overvalued. It's in a bubble. It's going to crash here pretty soon, and I am here to tell you guys that is totally false. In fact, NVIDIA is in its early stages of growth with this AI boom. Companies like NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, you name it, these big tech companies are going to continue to grow and beat expectations because they are cornerstones in this AI sector. Not only that, with PLTR doing what PLTR is doing in the air defense sector and defense and AI sector, this isn't something that you want to overlook either. Far as which one is better to buy at this point, I would lean more towards PLTR because it does have a lot of more strategic growth ahead of it. So far as NVIDIA, ladies and gentlemen, and this thing is just like a speeding train. This thing doesn't show any signs of letting up. Yes, we did come into a slight consolidation period, but also NVIDIA has a huge amount of cash on hand, and I do feel as though that they're going to flip the switch on a buyback plan here pretty soon before they go into phase 2 on AI, because they know that cash is going to run up, and buying shares at $134 before this thing gets to $400 would be in the company's best bet. And I do feel as though that NVIDIA end of the year NVIDIA can see share prices as high as $200, but my end of the month price prediction for NVIDIA sits here at $157. I do feel as though that this thing is on a tear, and we're going to hear feel as though that we're going to hear some news here pretty soon, some type of partnership or something, or another price hike. So with that being said, Next stock we're going to talk about, of course, is Palantir. My end of the year price prediction for Palantir. I do feel as though that this thing will see those $72 levels here by the end of the year in Palantir, ladies and gentlemen. And far as NIO, end of the month price prediction for this thing, I feel as though that this stands a great chance to cross those $8 levels by the end of the month if we can break out of that consolidation period. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to consider subscribing. Want to know how to sign up for the Discord? Well, click the video on the left. And if you do want to subscribe to my main YouTube channel, click the channel link in the middle and check out my latest video on the right.